I sat down with a seller last week who wanted to list her home for the exact same price her neighbor sold for 2 years ago. I had to pump the brakes on her real quick because I was like, hey, go on, girlfriend. No, no, no. You're going to make like a $30,000 mistake, if not like a couple hundred grand mistake, depending on your home pricing, right? Now, whether you're thinking about selling this year or if you're thinking about maybe buying, but you're kind of sitting on the sidelines waiting for the perfect time to jump in, or you're just an average agent like myself, just out there hustling and grinding, trying to figure out what in the are you going to tell your clients right now with this marketplace because they're reading headlines and they're not knowing what to believe. What I'm about to show you is going to change how you're looking at the entire market completely. Because here's what just happened. And only a select few are actually talking about it right now. Not a lot of agents are doing this. Trust me on this one. It's astonishing. So, prices, just posted across the country that it's been the steepest decline since 2017, right? So they're saying it's down 2.5% year over year since June. Well, there's been 8 straight drops in the month counting. Then you take a look at the inflation factor. The industry own, our own forecasters right now for real estate say that homes are effectively losing value in real time right this very second. Even though every headline that you scroll past is screaming record prices. Okay, so which is it? Yeah, is this the crash that everybody's been calling out since 2022? I don't know. Or is it just actually an opportunity for buyers to get in and stop getting their teeth punched in and kicked in by the sellers? Best place a buyer has been in years? Stick with me because the answer surprised me too when I actually ran the numbers. So here's the truth, it's not a crash. Check that one off, right? Rates are actually down year over year. So right now we're sitting around 6.55% on our interest rate versus a 6.7% at the exact same time last year. Now inventory is almost up 2% year over year. These are all good factors, ladies and gentlemen, for buyers. 4.5 months of supplies are just sitting on the market, waiting for an active buyer, which actually gives the buyers more breathing room. They haven't seen this much breathing room since the pandemic. Pending sales are even up 3.7% year over year. That's the 7th month of growth. Do you see the trend I'm on here for the buyers? And everyone's saying, well, the buyers aren't here. Oh, yeah, they are. They're showing up. They're just showing up smarter than they did 2 years ago. So if buyers have leverage, there's lower prices nationally. The rates are drifting in the right direction, right? Why does it feel like the sellers are still running the show? I shall show you. Good question. It's not the market, okay, that's holding people back. It's because half of the agents out there that are doing business are still coaching their sellers like like it's 1922. I wish if they did that, they'd be really screwed. But since about 2022, actually, price it high. Wait for the bidding war. Don't budge an inch. You're worth every penny. Right? Okay. Well, we've all heard that. That exact advice in 2026 and beyond, especially right now, it's going to cost those sellers thousands, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're going to probably sit on the market for around 60 plus days. Then they're going to be forced to do a price cut, which means they're going to be behind the market, not in front of the market. So they'll be chasing the buyers for their properties versus getting ahead of it. This is the outcome everybody's trying to avoid, but they fell smack dab in the middle of it. Now, here's the part that you should every single one of you guys should your antennas should be like "Boing," just poking up and paying super attention to this. If you're anywhere near a market that has tech money in it, while the national numbers are cooling off, San Francisco, my home area, did the complete opposite. 3 months of growth alone account for 7.6% of the year's growth. Now, the annual growth in San Francisco is 8.9%. So what it's really saying is that they got nearly an entire year's growth in 90 days. Why is this happening? AI money, guys. Everyone thought when the tech kind of went away during the pandemic and right after that San Francisco was screwed. Nope, not at all. AI, baby, it is coming in super hot and heavy. The wave of new minted millionaires and 100 millionaires and tens of millionaires It's pouring right back into the Bay, especially into San Francisco. And there's some great areas. I can tell you, Noe is one of my favorites. And here's the thing. It's the market inside of a market. Does that make any sense? So you have the Bay Area, then you have the 7 different counties, and then you have like San Francisco, which is a unicorn. So it's a market unto itself. There's actually 3 different, subdivisions. I'm going to call them subdivisions, but different parts of the city that grew 220% in 12 months. That is not sustainable, but in San Francisco, apparently it is. So nationally, you're hearing that the prices are falling. Buyers are gaining real leverage. And it's true. It's 100% true. But locally here in the Bay, and anywhere in the country where there's pockets of real concentrated wealth, those markets are on fire. So you have to understand this. So if you misprice or misrepresent on the buy side or the sell side as an agent, you're doing a massive disservice for the client that you're working with. And they don't know the difference. I mean, they're very intelligent humans, but it's your job to understand your marketplace and how it reflects and interacts with the national market. So here's what I want you to do. I really want you to do this. If you're selling, stop chasing prices off a cliff. Stop going and looking at your neighbor 2 years ago. That's not going to happen, right? We have our national and we have our local. As an agent, what I really need you guys to do, I need you to be very simplistic about this. I need you to go and use AI, any type that you want. I would use a couple of them. I would probably use Gemini at the beginning, clean it up with with chat, and then create a full report with Claude. But it's up to you guys what you want to do. Go download the MLS data. It's from your MLS, right? All the different fields. Drop it into your AI and ask it to create a report to go out and search the national numbers based on any public forum and portal, Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, Homes.com, blah, blah, blah. Go in there and then create a report showing national numbers, days on market, price point, list price, whatever else you want to put in there, right? Bed, baths, zip code, cities, so on and so forth. Then go hyper local, fuse them together, and allow your clients to see that, one, you actually understand what's going on nationally and locally and regionally. And number 2, you're not going to waste their time based on numbers, not feelings or opinions. Huge part there, guys. Take your opinions out of it. I feel the market's going to come back. Don't give a shit. Wow me with stats, because as a client, as a consumer, as a buyer or a seller, I'm not going to remember your fucking feelings. I'm going to remember if you got me to where I wanted to be faster versus longer, and the fact that you got me what I truly wanted one way or the other. All right? So for the next 90 days, or next 60 days, what I really want you to do, I want you to track everything that you're seeing, become a student of the industry. Put it down below if you're already doing this. And if you want to start, just start looking at your numbers, talk to your AI. It will build you a report, and then get to it, become a master of your communities. And if it bumps by 0.25%, you're the first to know about it. Put it out on social media. Become the beacon of knowledge and hope and information for all things real estate. Don't let anybody beat you to the punch, because right now information is more valuable than gold when it comes to people's big money, especially these tech guys and gals. All right, there it is, guys. Hopefully this made sense. If you guys like it, give me a comment and a like and a share and a follow, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.